Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and today we're going to be looking at spiritual energies for Pisces. We're going to be seeing what Spirit would like to tell you today. I do twice a day, morning and night, 9:45 Eastern Time. Usually in the morning it's just the general energies, and then later at night it's an extended to see what else Spirit might have in their little goodie bag to help us along. I hope you enjoy these. If it's not your first time and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that notification bell to all so that you're notified when I post. You being here and supporting me means a lot, and it also helps the channel greatly. And I thank you so much for everybody who has already been part of this channel for a while. Even if you've just joined recently, thank you for your support. You guys are awesome. Now, before I start the reading today, I'm having a giveaway. And I pick cards that resonate with me through the reading. I pick 1, 2, 3, whichever ones I find are more resonate with me. And I ask you to do the same. At the same time, I try to see if you're going to pick the same as I do. And I enter you for a giveaway at the end of the month where I pick somebody and you get to pick something out of my goodie box that I keep adding to. So, yeah. Really a lot of fun. Okay, so the cards that I picked yesterday was the Power of Purpose and the Magician. Right. The Power of Purpose, I feel like it's a radar. It's really important. 1 + 8 was 9. I remember that. You have to find your true purpose, and you have the magic. It's all done through balance. Usually this is my Dorothy card that says to me, always had the magic, Dorothy, just had to click your heels 3 times. We do. I think the entire world has magic, and we're capable of doing all kinds of things. However, we don't always realize it, or we focus too much on one thing and knock ourselves out of balance. If we look at it this way, I'm pretty sure that's where the world is at right now. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I hope you're protecting yourself from these negative energies and altercations. As I've mentioned before, some of these people, the only thing you can do is just walk away, block if it's on social media, and simply go on your way. You're going to get to the point, their own conclusions eventually, or not. At this point in the journey, Pisces, I believe that we are simply here to witness and to help the people such as us who are enlightened and going that direction already, who have questions, who are sliding into enlightenment and kindness and all of those good things. I have other ways that you can support this channel. It's in the description box. I have Patreon, PayPal, Etsy. I have also affiliate links to all these decks. Not this one. This is from an Etsy creator. I will talk about these decks in particular. They come from the same creator, both of these. In the upcoming videos. I'm just waiting for something, and then we'll talk about that further. Okay. So, Spirit has me blocked off. Those of you who come here often know what that means. Here we go. Here we go. What are we going to talk about today, Spirit? What do you want to give as a gift to Pisces? Mona, Liam, any ancestors or spirit guides that have been part of my life? Oh, this is the 3rd time it comes out this morning. So, something about, definitely, about growth in the most abundant of ways is coming through. I'm going to pull some more cards to find out what this is. But the fact that they keep springing that card out is an indication to me that this is very important. Ooh, and the star comes out after it. Growth. Growth, abundance, pragmatic. Contribution is what I hear. Contribution to beautiful growth. That's also going to mean abundance for you. Abundance in peace, abundance in happiness, abundance in money, abundance in love. And it stems from illumination and clarity. Beautiful. There's the 7 chakra, 7 stars. I feel it's the 7th chakra. You have the burden card. I feel that this may be a burden at this point with the protection of energy, but there is a payoff. There's a payoff coming through. So yes, some of us may feel burdened, and it's a constant battle to protect from negative energy. We're always like grabbing our swords and protecting ourselves from that crowd, horde mentality, that town you see in the background. Also see with this card, first time I've noticed that, or first time it's come to mind, when this burden is on you, sometimes you're hiding away from, it's trying to protect yourself, but he's hiding his head in the wands to just get away from it. So some of you may be feeling a little bit like you just want to retract. That's not the right word. It's I'm getting hibernate, but that's also not the right word. Isolate. That's right. I know it's a funny word to say during a pandemic, but isolation is a state of mind. But in this case, it's self-isolation. It's something that you've decided to do on your own. Regardless of what would be going on in the world, you would be doing this anyway. Switching off of that mob mentality. Because it's just too much of a burden to handle. It's too much the energy is too much to deal with. People at the point of slander. Is that the right word? Spirit, slander? Slandering is taking people's good names and throwing it in the dirt. It's misinformation. I'll use this one more than that one. It's misinformation. There's no proof of anything. Just constant regurgitating of garbage. It's just very, very, yeah. I understand how you feel. I feel that at least once a week, every week. I try to stay away from it. It's very hard, though. It's getting harder as well, because there's more and more of it coming up. Again, people are afraid. There's fear that somehow the harmony in their lives will be affected if they put away those the belief systems that just no longer serve any purpose in this world. Their fear is what propels them, Pisces. Yeah. They're not picking up on that intuition thing that we keep talking about. That fear factor, that's a definite radar letting you know, you have to adapt. Yeah, there's the adapting is very, very hard. Very hard. Yeah, it's very hard. I used to feel a lot of anger towards a lot of these people who would attack for no reason. They just attack. They're just so angry. And now I just feel sadness. I feel sadness. I really don't know, Pisces, how some are going to find their way. I think we have to pray for a miracle. Yeah. They're going to have to take a leap of faith. A leap of faith, however, is something that you have to have faith. And that's the part that I personally, as a human being, don't see. I sure hope that Spirit sees it. We have to keep the faith, Pisces. We have to believe that things will get better. This is definitely us at the top, though, here, right here. The growth and the star. Wow. But this is definitely for us and for me as well. I will also claim this reading today as understanding that these energies really can suck the life out of us. It really can. It's sometimes very sad. It's very painful. But we have to take the lead on this. We have to really work hard at protecting ourselves from all of this stuff. We really have to separate ourselves from that energy and let them take their due course, whatever that may be. Yeah. There's really nothing else we can do for that. There is really nothing else we can do. We can only guide our own chariot and where it's going. We can just defend what we believe in and stand our ground in light. Because sometimes that's all there really is. And by guiding our own chariot and keeping our vibes high and protecting against negative energies, well, good news will keep coming through for us. And things will keep moving forward for us. And this is where you cannot feel guilty for it. You're going to have to use the power and all the tools in your mind to keep yourself above board when it comes to all of this, Pisces. We're going to have to be masterminds in tricking ourselves even to not let guilt and negative people come in and destroy what we are trying to build. Well, for ourselves. For ourselves. In a way, we are creating our own utopia, our own little piece of paradise on earth. And that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn. And then, because we've learned the lesson, we can move on to whatever days we have remaining. Happier days, better days. Always, always. It's always a step forward. Always a step forward. Yeah, I was just thinking of people who are not taking the step forward, who regurgitate the same garbage, the same propaganda. They're stuck. You know, somebody who's restricted and stuck, stagnant, stuck. These two cards mean the exact same thing. That's what happens with them. They're stuck. And you can't be in that energy. You have to move away from that energy. Because regardless of where they're stuck at, this is the end, the last major arcana. This is where the Tower comes in. You either move, Pisces, or it will move without you. It will not give you a choice in the end. And lessons will be learned. The thing is with lessons of the world is that with the World card, you can either choose to take the lessons from the last phase and bring them into your new phase, which makes your new phase a better one. and gives you a whole set of different things to learn. Maybe easier because you've done the big work. But if for by chance some people do not take the lessons, or the lessons that were trying to be put across in their last phase, they're just bound to repeat it over and over again. And it doesn't end well. It just doesn't end well. Be true to your nature, Pisces. Very important. The progress is going to be slow, but meaningful and steady and progress. You are going to have progress. You're going to show stuff. Judgment Day is coming for some. And for some, we've created our own. We've looked at things, we've changed them, and then released them. And this is just as good as the Tower. This is at the point where people are going to have to take a really good look at how they're using their energies. They're really going to have to take a good look and see how they're using their energies. Absolutely. Some of you are going through some difficult times right now. Some of you, the energy here is good. It's saying chin up. Don't give up. Some of you are having a hard time dealing with the energies. You feel threatened, is what I'm feeling. You feel, it's making you feel, what's the word, Spirit? Like you're not on solid ground. Like the carpet's going to be pulled from under you. That's exactly what I'm feeling. So let's see. How can I help, Spirit? How can I help? How can we help? How can we help with these feelings? Trust there's a divine plan. Wow. I'm actually going to read that card. Trust, Desert Passage. It is so fitting, you guys. It's so fitting. Even if it seems that life has areas of barrenness, beneath the surface, life is transforming in accordance with your highest good. Trust that you are guided, even if it doesn't always seem like it. Right. There are spiritual guides, allies, and angels surrounding you. Isn't that wonderful to know? Listen with your heart. Act on your instincts. Believe that the messages you are being given are in the highest good. Get down to basic. Trust what you feel. The desert path can seem like a vast wasteland. That's what I feel like. I feel like some people are stuck in a complete wasteland. Okay, a wasteland of isolation. The isolation that immense insights and intuition can emerge. Okay, let me see. I'll read that again. Yet it is in the isolation that immense insights and intuition can emerge. In times of old, sages and visionaries retreated into the desert to connect more deeply with spirit. Remember I was talking about isolation? This is definitely what I'm getting here. Some of you are isolating yourself. So it's like protecting yourself from this oppressive energy right here. This is what I'm feeling right there. Okay? If in the past you trusted your instinct and then later it seemed to be a mistake, don't let that keep you from trusting your intuition now. Often those things that we thought were mistakes in the past, in hindsight, were the best things possible for us. As you open to your intuition, you will sense messages from and the loving presence of your guides and ancestors. There's a potent plan for your life. Trust. Right. Trust. This is a very meaningful message this morning for you, especially this card coming out, because I felt that since this morning. I'm sure you heard it in my voice. I'm trying to keep this very light. I don't want anybody to feel upset or bad. for some, with everything that's going on, it's always one upheaval after another, right? Like, it's a pandemic, but then the world went quiet, but now that people are getting, you know, the jab or whatever, that's another point of contention where everybody is like really upset with each other, but next week it's going to be something else. It's always somebody on a soapbox screaming at us, and it's just too much. I get it. That's what I feel inside. I feel like some of us are going, enough already. Enough. Focus on something else. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. Look at that. Look. This is standing your ground. You know you can do it. You know that by doing so, you'll be the victor. Okay. So, the message here is stand your ground, be on your path, be true to your nature, Pisces. Here comes the pep talk to make you feel better today. These people will get theirs. One way or another, things are going to have to change. Things cannot stay the same. We can't be in this upheaval every single week. Okay? At one point, some, or a very big majority of us, are going to tell people, okay, that's enough. Stop acting like a brat, like this child who's having a tantrum. That's enough. That's enough. What is important for you right now is if you need to take a moment to isolate, Pisces, you go ahead and do that. I've often mentioned that I like to watch 80s commercials or 80s movies. I was an 80s wild child. I like going back to that time. It was simpler. There was less technology, so it took weeks for people to find out that somebody was enraged. We just had the regular media outlets, which were bad enough at the time. However, now, if you need to find something, you need to connect with nature, you need to grow. And there's also growth here. This is so synchronistic, okay? Look at him and all his vines. Look at you. This is you growing. You're growing. And it's not just growing pains for the world, it's growing pains for you. It's not going to feel comfortable to watch people shred themselves apart. It's not interesting. It isn't interesting. It really isn't. But this is part of growing. This is part of chakra healing. This is part of everything. So if you need to protect yourself, go ahead. From this oppression, go ahead, Pisces. It's time. Do it. Do it. Protect your energies. Revitalize yourself, because I feel like your battery is running low. And this, you have to protect that. You have to protect that. People are not going to find harmony until they let go of these beliefs, these dead, archaic, whatever, these things that no longer serve anybody, that's just causing all kinds of anguish. But there needs to be adaptability, and that is the big problem. Tolerance and adapting are no longer a part of our dictionary, and they should be. When you adapt, you let in a lot more choices, a lot better energies, a lot more point of views. So this journey is going to be, you're going to have to take the lead in your own journey, on your own personal journey. If you haven't already, but I feel that you have, trust yourself, Pisces, everything is fine with you. But you are going to feel like you're going to have to stand your ground. So it's important, as I said, to take those moments of isolation, of healing when you can, so that you can keep your direction on course, that you can keep the good things and the good news coming into you. So you're going to need to be very sharp of mind. You're going to be your own mastermind. You're going to have to use that. You're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be the Spock of your... This is, when I first started tarot, the King of Swords was Spock, because I'm a Star Trek nerd, you know, mastermind but low in emotional capabilities, and I always thought Spock, and that's it. You still have them, but for when it comes to these people, you're going to have to common sense them into a category. That is what I'm feeling. They're stuck. They're stuck in their beliefs. They're stuck in their... Even if you look at all these cards this way, they're throwing themselves into their own direction, and it's a direction of stagnancy and restriction. But cycles keep moving forward. Things keep moving on, and we're going to reach the end of it. It is important to stay true to yourself, so that even though at some points when you're feeling like this, you may not be seeing a ton of growth, you're still growing. It's still happening underneath. Like I said, there's a divine plan. Stand your ground. Hold on. Everything will be fine. I hope this helped you today. I hope I didn't bum you out. Just the energies were a little restrictive. I felt a little like, I'm so tired of listening to this. So I just wanted to put this out there to shore you up, to lift you up. Don't lose hope, Pisces. Everything will be okay. Really, it will. It will. Take care of you. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings. Keep your energy strong. We're going to get through this. You're going to get through anything you want to. Just remember that. You've gotten through... You know what? I can say for a lot of you, you've probably gone through worse. Yeah, just remember. Just remember how resilient, beautiful, adaptable you are, Pisces. You are a flowing river that goes around rocks, around everything. We get through everything. We're water. Take care of yourself. I will see you later in the extended. Please make sure to join me there. I'm sure Spirit will have fantastic stuff to give you at that point. Take care. Blessings, love and light.